The good thing about Ukraine in the last at least 2 or 3 years is sometimes it seems to me Ukraine is like a white canvas. It's a very open space at the moment, and very many things are undecided about how Ukraine will develop. And I think it's nothing negative. I think this is a great chance, because this is a chance to pull this country in a certain direction. It's a chance to change this country, to change this society. I think this is something one can really feel when he comes to Ukraine, that it is a very special situation. I like the idea of having Ukraine now it opened up, and it is opening up its economy, it's opening up its society, its media, and now there is a chance to paint something on this canvas. And we will see what the generation that has the chance to make something out of it, what it is doing with it.
Allein ging jedem alles schief. Da packte sie die Wut. Sie bildeten ein Kollektiv und glaubten, nun sei es gut.
Kennst du das Blümchen am moosigen Quell? Es leuchtet in deinem Leben so hell. Blau ist die Farbe, strahlend sein Licht. Die Freundschaft nennt es, Vergissmeinnicht. Kennst du das Blümchen am moosigen Quell? Es leuchtet in deinem Leben so hell. Blau ist die Farbe, strahlend sein Licht. Die Freundschaft nennt es, Vergissmeinnicht.
I'm not always sure if a bridge needs to be built. Sometimes also the young generation has just to insist on their view and to try to come through with their new views. I mean, the conflict we have in Ukraine is a conflict between a generation socialized in Soviet times, with a very collectivist view of society, with a very narrow horizon sometimes, without knowledge of foreign languages, without knowledge of the outside world from Ukraine, and without own initiative. This was the way people were brought up in Soviet times. We see a new generation of Ukrainians who want to develop their individual style, their individuality, who want to realize themselves, who want to have freedoms to realize themselves, who know foreign languages, who know how life is in Rome or in Brussels or in Berlin or in other countries and cities. And I think the bridge can be built when the young generation comes through with the message that this new freedoms, this new ways of organizing your own life in your own responsibility is nothing dangerous, that it is a chance. I think the problem is at the moment that a lot of people of the older generation, even now represented in Ukrainian politics, they have the feeling this kind of free and self-responsible development of life is something dangerous, but it is not. It is a great chance to develop this country.
Allein ging jedem alles schief. Da packte sie die Wut. Sie bildeten ein Kollektiv und glaubten, nun sei es gut. Sie blinzelten mit viel Geduld der Zukunft ins Gesicht. Es blieb, wie es war. Was war dran schuld? Die Rechnung stimmte nicht.
I think there should be a transformation. It It's more a mental than a legal transformation. There should be a transformation from state responsibility or collective responsibility to individual responsibility. This is true for the people who are working for the state or people working in politics, as it is for the individual citizens. The citizens have to recognize that they are responsible for their own lives, and that is a great chance to be responsible for your own life and to have your faith in your hand and to decide what you want to do, how you want to do it, if you want to be successful in business or not, if you want to have your preferences in business or in family, or if you can freely decide where you want to live, what you want to do. This is something I think people should have to realize, because it's connected with the responsibility for your decisions. On the state side, I think this mental transformation is also needed. That the state does not have to control everything. The state does not have to know everything. The state, it's not important for the state to, for example, make a system to tell how many students should go into law, how many students should go into medicine or go into other directions. Students should decide themselves, and it's a great relief for the state. I think it would make life much easier for politicians if they would just say people are responsible on their own. We are not taking care of this kind of business. We are just setting up the framework. I think this is a fundamental transformation. The framework should be set up in a way that in politics, as in business, as in culture, the people with the best ideas will be the successful people.
Addiert die Null 10.000 Mal. Rechnet's nur gründlich aus. Multipliziert's mit jeder Zahl steht Kopf. Es bleibt euch keine Wahl. Zum Schluss kommt Null heraus.
Working in Ukraine, this is something I think very fascinating. I'm really thankful that there's now this kind of mobility and connection in the world. This is something where I see the new world already. When I talk to my parents or when I talk to other people, they wouldn't have dreamt of possibilities like that. I mean, this video obviously will be on YouTube, and this is also something I think that is connected to the new world, that everybody is twittering, or I don't know, is putting up their images on Flickr and is using this kind of technology to be closer together, and people from South America and people from Ukraine are exchanging music with each other or whatever they are doing over the internet. I think this is something still very new and interesting. It will be interesting to see how it will develop. That this is a problem when I'm sitting in a cafe out there on Maidan or at Krishatik somewhere. There are people sitting next to each other, but obviously their mobile phone and their SMS conversation is more important than the person there. And it's more important for them to send some message to someone on the internet or to put a new blog or message in Twitter than to talk to the person that is right there. I think this is a very, very strange trend to have this kind of depersonalization and to have a virtual image of yourself and not being real and authentic anymore. This is something I think where I would see in my vision more authentic and more real people talking to each other and not sitting in front of each other sending SMS.
Kennst du das Blümchen am moosigen Quell? Es leuchtet in deinem Leben so hell. Blau ist die Farbe, strahlend sein Licht. Die Freundschaft nennt es, Vergissmeinnicht.
Addiert die Null 10.000 Mal. Rechnet's nur gründlich aus.
multipliziert's mit jeder Zahl. Steht Kopf. Es bleibt euch keine Wahl. Zum Schluss kommt Null heraus.
Und nicht wie die stolze Rose, die immer bewundert will sein. Kennst du das Blümchen am moosigen Quell? Es leuchtet in deinem Leben so hell.